Real Madrid host Bayern Munich at the Santiago Bernabeu with a 2-1 advantage gained in Bavaria. The first leg of this powerhouse semi-final was an at times scrappy affair, with neither side really grasping their chances. Both teams lined up in a 4-1-4-1, with Arjen Robben's injury early in the first half forcing Thomas Muller out on the right hand side of Bayern's midfield, and Thiago coming on in his stead. Bayern pressed high, as is customary for them, looking to close down Real's two playmaking central midfielders Toni Kroos and Luka Modric and channel the ball into the half and wide spaces. This was because Bayern, whether in a 4-1-4-1 or their more usual 4-3-3, liked to counter-attack from these areas, using Joshua Kimmich and the left fullback Rafinha in this fixture to overlap while the wide men, Arjen Robben and Frank Ribery, cut inside. Real, whose press was less concerted, did nonetheless defend the wide areas quite assertively, often forcing Bayern's wide midfielders back. Lucas Vazquez and Dani Carvajal worked well on the right hand side, although Ribery's pace gave the Real right back issues when he did have space to run into. Marcelo was as ever able to push high, while Isco drifted in to relieve the pressure on Real's central midfield. Bayern could, however, consider themselves unlucky to be 2-1 down after the first leg. Two moments of individual skill from Marcelo and Asensio on for Isco put Real ahead, despite Bayern creating the better chances. Indeed, Bayern's XG value for the game was roughly 2.5 to Real's 0.7. Real's luck held up and Bayern's precision and finishing did not. Bayern will therefore need to go after Real in the second leg, and that could see a switch to a more assertive 4-3-3. Robert Lewandowski often looked isolated in the first leg, having to drop deep to forage for the ball, and Bayern need to support him more. Should Bayern revert to Jupp Heynckes' favoured formation, Courtin Tolisso could provide a bit more dynamism from the central three, while Javi Martinez will still screen the centre-backs and James Rodriguez can conduct, dropping in to collect the ball and rotate in possession, or turn and drive towards Real's midfield. A front three would allow Bayern to push Real's fullbacks back more and provide greater support for Lewandowski. Ribery and Robben or Muller always look more dangerous when on the front foot and pushed high, rather than starting from a deeper position. Real may opt to stay in the 4-1-4-1 or change to a 4-3-1-2, with Asensio having impressed as a replacement for Isco. Real will have two main defensive tasks, ensuring that the fullbacks deal with Bayern's wide players assisted by Kroos and Modric, and stop James dictating play from his deeper position. Casemiro can push up onto James, or Asensio or Isco can drop back. That might hamper Real's build-up play in transition, but in the first leg they were happy to hit the ball long into the channels to bypass the Bayern press, and with two men up front this could work again. Real will also look to exploit two areas of weakness for Bayern, both at the back. Rafinha looked out of sorts against Real, and given how, when Real play a 4-3-1-2, the number 10 drifts wide often, it would not be unexpected to see Real target the left-hand side of Bayern's defence, with Isco or Asensio attacking that space. Nicolas Süle will also replace Jerome Boateng. He is a capable defender, but he's not of Boateng's class. Mats Hummel's tendency to step out of the line, which will be greater if Real play two forwards, might leave Süle one-on-one with Ronaldo if Hummel's moves to close down Benzema. The Frenchman tends to drop deeper, which will tempt Hummel's forwards, especially if Javi Martinez opts to pick up whoever plays in the hole for Real. The gaps created would be ideal for Ronaldo's predatory movement and instincts in the box, and this could be a real danger for Bayern. Two titans of European football, one with a slim advantage but both capable of wresting the tie from the other. And Real Madrid are chasing their third Champions League title in a row, while Bayern chase another treble under Jupp Heynckes. Whatever happens, history could be in the making.